Hello again, and welcome to IELTS vocabulary series. This is set 2. Again, in this vocabulary video, I will introduce you 25 new vocabulary words. These are all commonly used words in the IELTS reading or listening tests, especially in IELTS general training reading, and also listening. So let's get started. Bouncy. Bouncy means easily moving up and away after hitting a surface. So, for example, hard ground makes balls more bouncy. So if the meaning is not clear, look at this image here. This is a bouncy surface. You see the ball hits the surface and then moves up and then down, because the ball here is like easily moving up and away after hitting a surface. So this means it's like bouncy. So this is the meaning of bouncy. It can be a basketball, or it can be like football. I mean, any ball like that hits a surface or something, a material, any material that hits, when that material hits a surface and then moves up and down, it is called bouncy. This is the first meaning of bouncy. The second meaning of bouncy is happy and energetic. Happy and energetic. We use it like to describe a person. You can say a bouncy person. For example, he's always bouncy in the morning. He is always bouncy in the morning means he is always happy and energetic in the morning. So actually, I am not bouncy in the morning. Maybe after I drink my morning coffee, I feel bouncy, or I become bouncy. So I become happy and energetic. So again, the second meaning of bouncy, like a bouncy person, it means a happy person, an energetic person. In one of the reading passages, you had the word bouncy castle. And this word can be pronounced in different ways. Castle or castle. So please be careful about the pronunciation, because in one of the Cambridge IELTS tests, this was the correct answer. But you need to make sure you know the correct pronunciation in British English. I will just show you I will just play both pronunciations. So this is not just castle or castle, it is bouncy castle. Bouncy castle is like something like this one. These are for children to play, you see. These are examples of bouncy castle or bouncy castle. It's kind of playground for children. So it is bouncy because of the material. It's like soft. And when children play on this bouncy castle, they don't get injured. They don't get harmed when they hit the surface, because the material is soft, not hard. So it won't cause any injuries. That's why in most playgrounds, you can see those bouncy castles. Okay, so now I want to focus on the word. So I introduced the word bouncy here. And now if you read bouncy castle, it is what these pictures show, guys. This is an example of, or these are examples of bouncy castles. Just castle, as you see in the picture, or castle in British English in the IELTS test, castle. This is an example of a castle, a large building with strong walls built in the past by a king or another important person for protection against attack or attacks. So now let's listen to the pronunciation of castle or castle to better understand the difference between American English and British English. Now I will play the American pronunciation.
Castle, 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 castle.
Look at now listen to the British pronunciation.
Castle, 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 castle.
Castle, castle, castle.
Castle,
British.
castle.
American.
Castle, castle.
Okay, I hope it is clear now. And we also have this word, like sand castle or sand castle. So here I need to show you another picture. Give me a second. Okay, this is an example of a sand castle or sand castle, a model building of sand often made by children on the beach. So you see in these pictures examples of a sand castle or sand castle. Look at this one. So here, this guy destroys the sand castle that those guys made here. Look at this one. Okay. So this again, these are examples of sand castle or sand castle. Okay, here we go. Let me again play the pronunciation.
Sandcastle. Sandcastle.
British, American.
Sandcastle, sandcastle,
Sandcastle. Sandcastle.
Okay, so castle, sand castle. So it is one word. So please be careful about the pronunciation. The spelling is like one word. This is the correct spelling. It's not two words. So please don't spell it in this way. This is not correct. In the IELTS test, correct spelling is important. So this is not correct. It should be one word, not two words. So moving on. Town hall in British English, we say town hall. In American English here in Canada or in the United States, we say city hall. Now it means a building in which local government officials and employees work and have meetings. For example, this is the picture of Toronto or Toronto City Hall. You see this building, this modern building. There's also the old one, but the old one is not used as the city hall any longer. It is like where the government officials govern a city. I mean, the city of Toronto in this case. And look at this one, Vancouver City Hall. I will show you Vancouver City Hall. So look at this one. So yeah, this is Vancouver City Hall. So you are living in Vancouver, sunny. And so that's why this is like for Vancouver City Hall. I'm sure you know this one. Again, I have one more picture of Vancouver City Hall. Look at this one. This one. This is Vancouver City Hall. Have you seen this building or in Vancouver? You are living in Vancouver. I'm sure you must have seen this building, right? Before. So this is Vancouver City Hall. So yeah, these are some pictures of city halls from Toronto and from Vancouver. Book means to arrange or to arrange to have a seat, room, or performer, etc. at a particular time in the future. So this is like to reserve. To reserve. Or another word can be make a reservation. Reserve or make a reservation. So these can be some synonymous words for book. It's not like reading a book. It's a verb. This is another word. This is the second meaning of book. So there is a well-known website, booking.com, right? So when you want to book a hotel or flight, you can use this website, booking.com. Why it is called booking? Because it's like you make reservations on this website. Or you can book a seat at a restaurant, or book a table at a restaurant, or you can book a hotel room, or you can book a flight. Book a flight. So in these examples, book simply means reserve or make a reservation. Reserve or make a reservation. Reserve, reserve, reservation, reservation. So sell out means to sell all of the supply that you have of something. If something is sold out, there is nothing in stock. For example, all AirPods, let's say second generation, the latest generation by Apple. All AirPods second generation are sold out at Apple stores in Toronto. So what do you understand from this? This is the past form, sold out. So this simply means there is no AirPods second generation in stock at present. You need to wait for a week or so. A week or so means approximately a week. Approximately a week or more, a bit more than a week. A bit more than a week. It can be like 8 days, 9 days, 10 days, etc. This is what a week or so means. To buy. Yeah, to buy them. As there is no AirPods in stock to buy them. Absolutely. So this is what we can say. Here we go. How we can use it in context. So a week, I just explained here, a week or so. Okay. Entry. Entry means the act of entering a place or joining a particular society or organization. You can say entry to the Irish pub in downtown Toronto is for free. You don't have to pay for it. In the next one, I will explain that one, for free. If something is for free, there is no charge for it. You can access to it without paying any money. So entry to the Irish pub in downtown. Downtown means city center. Downtown means city center, especially in the United States or in Canada. We use this word quite often, city center, downtown Toronto. In local people say Toronto, they don't pronounce T. So that's why I tend to say like Toronto, but Toronto is also correct. For free means you don't. So by the way, entry is like entrance. So a synonymous word can be entrance. For free means it's no charge. No charge. Just free. Or we can say complimentary. If something is complimentary, again, it is for free. You don't have to pay for it. Or without any charge. So these words or these expressions can be synonymous for free. And I used an example here for this word, for free. Okay. Throughout means in every part or during the whole period of time. For example, I want my students to be active throughout our Zoom classes every day. So this means here during the entire class, not only one part, during the entire class. So it simply means I want my students to be active during the entire Zoom classes, Zoom sessions. Sessions is another word for meeting or class. So here, instead of throughout, you can use during the entire. So amateur means like taking part in an activity for pleasure, not as a job. So you are not being paid. If you are doing something as an amateur, you are not being paid for this. The pronunciation can be in two different ways. I will play it for you. So you can pronounce it in this way.
Amateur.
British. This is American.
Amateur. Amateur.
Amateur.
Amateur. Amateur.
Amateur is American.
Amateur.
This is British.
Amateur.
British. And this is American.
Amateur.
Amateur. So amateur means not professional. Not professional. if you are doing something as an amateur, you're amateur, you're not professional. Or we can say not professional, we can say like novice, while sometimes you guys are playing like online games or computer games, it says choose the level. If you choose the level, if you choose novice, it means like beginner, like not professional, or it may mean like beginner. These can be some synonymous words in the IELTS test for this word. Band is a group of musicians who play modern music together. So a group of musicians. So look at this one. This is from China from 1997. So Mayday. So Sunny, I'm sure you know this band. Is it famous in China? Do you know this band? Do you like their songs? Yeah, I sometimes listen to their songs, so I know this band. That's why I just wanted to give this example, Mayday. So delighted. Delighted means very pleased. So like if you are delighted, you are pleased or you are satisfied. These are adjectives. Or you are glad. You can say glad, satisfied, or pleased. Okay. I'm delighted to meet you. I'm pleased to meet you. Okay. Boat race, a sports event in which boats or other types of watercraft race on water. So look at this from China. This is from June the 22nd this year. So last month, so 2 months ago actually. The Chinese Dragon Boat Festival. Have you ever joined this, Sunny? Have you ever joined this Dragon Festival? How was it? Is it fun? Have you ever tried it? Or are you planning to try and take part in or join or participate this Dragon Boat Festival? Because here, why it is called dragon? So these boats are like in the shape of a dragon, right? So, and this is the Chinese version. So the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival, yeah. Arrange means to plan or prepare for or organize something. So what you can arrange is like hold or organize. You can arrange a meeting. You can arrange a party. You can arrange a campaign, etc. So you can arrange all these things. It's like hold or organize. Okay, rowing. This is what rowing. This is the action, the name of the action. You see, this guy is rowing the boat. When you row, you make the boat move. You make the boat to move, to proceed, to go ahead. This action is called rowing. And what about row? Row means to cause a boat to move through water by pushing against the water with oars or poles with flat ends. What about row? Sorry, row is the verb form and it says oars. What is oars? Sorry, what's the meaning of oars? Here we go. Oars, this one. You see in the picture, these are called oars. Oars. And here, this man here using oars. Using oars for rowing to make or to push the boat ahead. Spectator is a person who watches an activity, especially a sports event, or without participating. So remember, some synonymous word can be audience or viewer. So these can be some synonymous words. And what about take part? You remember take part? Take part means join or attend or participate. Or you can say get involved. These words can be synonymous words for take part in. Okay. Room normally means like living room, bedroom, but in this context, it means space. Another word for space, the amount of space that someone or something needs. Look at this coffee here. I usually drink my coffee just black, no sugar or no cream, but some people prefer to drink their coffee with sugar and cream. So when you order your coffee, you say, please leave some room for milk. Please leave some room for milk or cream. If you say this to the server at a coffee shop, like let's say at Starbucks, so this is what do you mean? You don't want the waiter or waitress or the server to fill your cup to the top. You don't want it because you need some space in between so that you can add some milk yourself. You can add some milk yourself. But for example, I love black coffee. Black coffee means no sugar and milk or cream. So I always ask servers not to leave any room, but to fill to the top. If you ask someone to fill your cup to the top, it means you don't need any space, you don't need any room for coffee, for milk or cream. So you fill it to the top. So when you fill it to the top, you don't leave any space, any room here. So you fill to the top because you will not add any milk. Or sometimes they ask you, do you need some room or some space for milk or cream? You say, no, I just drink black. So please no room for milk. Fill to the top. Fill to the top. You can say fill to the top. If you ask someone to fill your cup to the top, there is no room on top of your coffee. Okay. Or coffee cup. Okay. So again, this is a room, and in this room, as you see, in this study room, there is much space. There is much space. There is much room. So you can put extra furniture here if you want. Extra furniture because there is some space. Okay, or there is much space. I hope it is clear. So room, another word of room is space. Okay, let's check number 17. Cheer. Cheer means to give a loud shout of approval or encouragement, especially during a concert or sports event like a football match or soccer match or basketball play or basketball match. Spectators will cheer like this guy, shout and like try to encourage your team. So this is like cheering. When you cheer, you shout out loudly and you try to encourage the players or the performer, like the singer. Yeah. So we call this like cheering spectators. They are shouting, they are saying like some positive things. They are trying to encourage the performer. Number 19, bench. In the IELTS general test, bench can be used as an example of seat. An example of seat. If you remember from today's IELTS reading practice, Sunny, this is an example of seat. In the question, they use the word seat as the keyword, and in the passage, in the passage, you had the word like a number of benches. Yeah, in the passage, it said a number of benches. So a number of, you remember, like it was saying like in addition to a number of benches. It was a true or false not given question. So if you know that seat can be matched with a number in addition to a number of benches, and you can answer this question correctly. So these are some examples of benches here, different shapes, as you see, mostly made of wood, but it can be like made of iron as well. So, but mostly wood. Okay, this is a bench. And these are benches. Okay, and the next one, number 20. Again, this is trophy, a prize such as a large silver cup or bowl given to the one who wins a competition or race. So this is an example of a reward or award or prize. So prize, please be careful. Prize is spelled with a Z, but price is like a different word. Price is like how much something is. This is a different word, so please be careful, not the same word. And the pronunciation is price with an S, but spelling is with a C. But this one is prize, and spelled with a Z and pronounced with a Z, prize. So, yeah, these are synonymous words, and trophy is an example of prize. And please be careful about and here I show you some pictures of different types of trophy. These are different types of trophy, different examples of trophy. And now I will play the pronunciation. Please be careful because British pronunciation and American pronunciation are a bit different. Okay, this is American.
Trophy. Trophy.
Trophy. This is British.
Trophy. Trophy.
Trophy.
Trophy. Trophy.
This is American.
Trophy. Trophy.
For the IELTS test, please make sure you know the British pronunciation because IELTS is like British based.
Trophy. Trophy.
Trophy. Okay, the next one, 21. Mayor. Mayor is the elected leader of a city or town. The elected leader of a city or town. So, for example, the mayor, this guy, Mayor Gregor Robertson, is the mayor of Vancouver. Do you know this person? Sunny, you are living in Vancouver. Maybe you know him. And this is why I asked your hometown. You said Shanghai. So this is this guy, Gong Zhang, or Gong Zhang, is the mayor of Shanghai. So what about the place you used to live? Shenzhen. So the mayor of Shenzhen, I think this person, like Qin Weishong, this person was elected this year. So he is the latest mayor of Shenzhen. So this guy runs Shenzhen city. So mayor means a person who governs a city. So yeah, mayor. Mayor is the elected leader of a city or town. Raise money, help or support, etc. means to collect or gather money or support or help. So when you raise money, you collect money from different people. When you raise help, again, you get help from different people. So it may also mean like get. When you raise support, you receive support. So it's like to receive, to get, together. So these can be some synonymous words, get or receive. These can be some synonymous words for raise. And goods is always used in the plural form, means things for sale or the things that you own. So it's like products or merchandise. Or it can also be used like as a noun, produce. Produce can also be a verb, but it can also be a noun. So these words can be synonymous words for goods, but goods is always used in the plural form, but these words can be used in both singular or plural forms. Yeah, so again, I hope it is clear. Goods. But again, here, this word produce is uncountable. So we can always say like a lot of produce, or we can say much produce. But can you say many produces? No. because many is used with countable nouns, plural nouns, but this is uncountable. So you cannot say many here. Or can you say a produce? No, because it's not countable. That's why you cannot say a or an. But here, if you use a lot of, please remember a lot of is informal. So in your formal writing, please don't use a lot of. You can say much produce. You can say plenty. Plenty of produce. Yeah, these are all used with this word, produce. But product is countable. So you can use it in the singular or plural form. And likewise, the word merchandise is also uncountable. So please be careful. Craft fair. Craft fair is also an important vocabulary word, an event where people sell decorative objects that they have made by hand. So like handmade objects. They're like more like artistic objects, like souvenirs. So look at this. These are pictures of craft fair from different parts of the world, and this one is from China. Yeah, it says daisy chain blush. It says the heat within. These are the names of some crafts from craft fair. This picture is from China. And 25, unlike. Unlike means different from. So for this word, we say be a far cry from something or someone. This is it's a kind of idiomatic phrase. For example, unlike Vancouver, Montreal is dangerous. So what do you understand from this sentence? So in a different way from Vancouver, Montreal is dangerous. So this means Vancouver is safe. Vancouver is not dangerous. So this means Vancouver is safe, but Montreal is dangerous. So they are different. So we can think like Vancouver and Montreal differ in terms of safety. Again, safe is adjective, safety is noun. And if you say differ from each other, you use it as a verb. So here, differ is a verb. But if you say different, it's an adjective. If you say difference, it's a noun. And we use the structures like differ from something or someone. Okay. So I can rewrite the same sentence. For example, Vancouver differs from Montreal in terms of safety. This sentence is also correct. You can say one thing differs from the other one. Okay. So here, unlike means different. So you can use unlike for people as well. For example, unlike my elder brother, I'm more sociable. So this means my elder brother is less sociable, or my elder brother differs from me in terms of personality or character traits. This is another word for personality. So yeah, we can use unlike with people or with something. So be a far cry from something or someone. This is an idiom. So it means like two things are, or two people are different. So Canada is a far cry from China in terms of what? In terms of cultural features. Or we can say Canada is totally different from China in terms of cultural features. So these two sentences have the same meaning, and because a far cry from means, it's an idiom again, be totally different from, be completely different from. So these are like synonymous phrases. Okay. Let me make it bold. Perfect. That's it. I hope you have found this class useful. These are, again, today's 25 target words. They're all important. They are equally important. Please take your time, check them, study them, practice them, and every day read them. Don't try to memorize. Instead, just read and try to learn. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. So please keep up the hard work. You are all doing a great job. Perfect.